Hello, my name is Angela Muñoz Lara. Together with my company International Consulting AM, I am working on a new project with the company Xiaomi, which is headquartered in Hainan, Beijing, China. In 2017, when he found out that this company was trying to enter in the American market, thanks to a partner from India, we got in direct contact with the founder Liu Yang, where he organized a meeting to show him a market study specialist for the company as well as some proposal to start. We knew it will be a great opportunity and that we were also competitors with other companies. A couple of weeks later, I have contact from the company that had effectively accepted us with a new consultant competing in Xiaomi America. During my time working with international companies, I had never seen such a young company breaking standards and entering an international market with a notable success. By then, the company was already positioned as the number one in India, but in the American market is another situation. With a lot of effort we achieved and various strategies, we achieved that Xiaomi operated in 14 Global 500 since 2019. This is how Xiaomi has achieved high success. Xiaomi is a Chinese electronic company that is one of the top 4 smartphone manufacturers in the world, competing with Apple, Samsung, and Huawei. At first, this company started solely in the purpose of producing mobile devices, so it launched an innovative Android devices operating software product called MIUI. The Chinese market began to expand little by little as the name of the company grew. He first started with Hong Kong. There he began to establish product strategy. Here he used aggressive prices and great offers of brand new products that had great impact. The smartphone entered to India's subcontinent in 2014, just 3 years into the exist, and when on the air level, India is number 1 smartphone brand. During the first year, Xiaomi relied very little on marketing. Likewise, they only based their sale on electronic commerce, saving many costs of infrastructure expenses. At the time, the only objective they had was to be able to sell a quality product at the price accessible. In 2017, when we began to study the possibilities to enter in the American market, a succession occurred within one of our competitors, Huawei, when they trying to enter to expand to the United States. We saw this as an opportunity to focus internationalization only on Latin America, creating in a consultation with the marketing manager Liu Yang, we saw another goal, which was to bridge the gap between the mass market and the high-end market segments. For this, Liu Yang established that Xiaomi intends to aggressively expand its product line to obtain a competitive advantage in the highly competitive global market. In 2018, we began design and manufacturing an entry range of smartphone, mobile phone, laptops, home appliances, and variety of the top-of-the-line products. Thus, over the years, we have improved Xiaomi products portfolio, making it much more competitive in many other categories. When we went, we dominated with the local Chinese market, leading India and with precision in the European countries. When we began with the action plan to enter in Latin America with the leaders of the company departments. We have gone through a process where he had to mold and adapt to environmental business model due to different cultures and the entry methods that we faces in the new market. First, we contact our partners located in various Latin American countries. We wanted to start with Mexico, so we have contact with Mr. Carlos Slim, founder of Telcel. In Brazil, we were contacted Royal Alcaner, owner of telecommunication company in Brazil. And in Colombia, we had contact with Esteban Carvajal from Jaro Carvajal Technology and Services. Here, each one began to make alliances proposals to put Xiaomi in a much easier way. The plan was by the end of the 2019 we would already be positioned here in Latin America. Although in the middle of this process there has situation in terms of procedure due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We didn't know let the start up us. So we continued to think about action with Mexico and Colombia have detected we needed to the market to establish a technical product that is accessible to all. Private in the new no innovation and the largest in the technology continue with the idea that is economical for the consumer. So these two countries became our most important points with America. The situation with Mexico was the following. As well as Lee Young, Jia Young, and the head of legal department Park Do-ha had to travel to Mexico to start a whole process in where we took advantage of the free trade agreement between Mexico and China, the management of the cluster, the acceptance with the market. At the first what complicates is the only Lee Young spoke a little English at the time. Jia only spoke Chinese, but we were studying a lot sometimes what I was going to do. I knew the plan backwards to forwards, so I had to start directed operation with Latin America. We began to have meeting with Mr. Slim, trying to convince him to include all products within his company. After giving him a good presentation that we would value our numbers, accepted. Once we were in Mexico, we traveled to Colombia. Here we would meet Esteban Carvajal. The situation with him was a bit more complicated, and the same pressure would follow to start with talking to the products. For the point that Carvajal was not interested in us, if they themselves had a project in mind that we their full attention. But it didn't not there. We managed to make them the largest investment within in the company to make an expansion for China to America. Thanks to them what the brand received the nickname of the Apple of China, since in Mexico and Colombia it managed to displace most of the competition that is been in the market for the much longer, making it clear that its company has become the largest supplier in the world. To enter the markets, we use the following strategy: product, pricing, location and distribution strategy, promotion, marketing strategy, and using brand ambassadors. By early 2021, in the first quarter of Latin America, we have managed the position in the company as a third company that has sold the large number of phones in that period, entering in such a relative short time international market and taking into account that we do no business with him local market of China, Europa, India and Latin America, and soon the United States. Here we can observe how the cultural diversity between nations is changing, as well as in some places it's been much easier for us, and in others it has more difficult to enter, as in this case the United States, which we'll comment on later. I should be noted that part of the success we have received is due to the studies of each the places where it was entered, as for example in Mexico, as 69% of the population does not have no resources or high-end smart devices, which is precisely the point we want to reach thanks to the fact that the products offering the high-end hardware and software, latest technology and the economical prices. This device has useful life of 1 to 5 years, even more if you have the necessary care. That is why by 2019 Mexico already had approximately 20 physical Xiaomi stores. Now our challenge that we are taking on together with Lee and Jia, it's to be able to provide full services to the United States. Although a couple of years ago the brand was not allowed due to issues with one of competitors, Huawei, due to political issues. They allow our company to have a negotiated operation. We are currently setting up how to bring physical stores to the United States, since it is still a very complicated process. After the demand that we have to put into the blacklist for that country, they have authorization to trade off products directly from the electronic platform of Made.com of authorized sellers. As we are not yet fully accept we have problems with the operate brands. However, we have made contracts with T-Mobiles and Mint, therefore unlock phones may we without problems within the country since two operations are this one with which and they have no problems for the brand boyfriends. Little by little, we have been entering all of America, which is the point we find ourselves shipping and with more and more consumers who buy our products that are inexpensive and are the level of high-end.